Fourth segment time. The return of the trip. Yes. So the next two podcasts we'll be talking about the trip, and the last podcast will be up on
Oh,
the.
wait, what? The next two?
Sorry, the next. Well, actually, technically, yes.
Oh, what about the organs?
That's not a podcast. It'll be a live stream at some point.
That's a live stream.
Yes, and I don't
Oh,
know. I haven't had time to really prep, or like, maybe we'll do a live stream this weekend. I don't know. About the channel and how it's been 5 years. I don't know if I wanted to build a montage for it, but I just haven't had the motivation or the time.
mm, mm.
But I still want to do some sort of live
5 years
stream.
is something difficult to get excited.
What? What are you saying?
I was making a joke. I said 5 years is something difficult to get excited about.
Anyways,
It was a joke. I'm
well,
sorry.
you mumbled through it. Anyways, doesn't matter. Point is, the next, technically, yes, next two live stream, not live streams, podcast, but the next podcast will be the Friday, will go up the Friday of or the Friday before, depending on when we decide to leave, depending on the weather, for our next trip out west. Uh, and we, and then, so that will have Kyle. Kyle will be coming back. We're doing it, I think, I don't know when specifically. We're doing it sometime before that Friday. I have to have time to edit it, but yes, we'll do it sometime before that Friday, and it'll be very exciting. Maybe I'll do a premiere and watch it with you guys and see if people respond. It'd be a waste of my time because I know not a single person will
Oh,
be there. But
what?
well, I have that Friday off, and I would maybe want to set it as premieres and see if people talk in the chat. But I know for a fact no one will be there when I go to watch it, so it would be a waste of time.
Wait, watch what?
The podcast.
Sorry, I said something happened. The last thing I heard was Kyle will be there.
Oh. Anyways, I might set the podcast as a premiere, but no one's gonna watch it anyways, so what's the matter? Anyways, people like the regular science videos way more. Let's get way better views than anything else. But they're a lot of work. I enjoy it. Well, I hate the writing of it. That's why I'd rather have you write and then I make the videos. But yeah, it is kind of is what it is. Anyways, so the trip. So okay, what I was trying to say about the trip was, while I was waiting for my tires to get repaired, I wanted their Wi-Fi so I could watch a movie or Big Bang Theory on Vudu. But their Wi-Fi password didn't work. No, it just didn't work. So I didn't have any Wi-Fi. So I used a tiny bit of data to download Astrophysics for People in a Hurry, the audio for it. And I sat there and listened to that because I didn't want to read a book that morning. And so I had my Galaxy Buds with me. So I just put those in, turned it on, and I sat there and listened to it. So we could listen to Astrophysics for People in a Hurry on the way up to Mullen.
Sounds like that could be fun.
Unfortunately, I had to go before I got to my favorite chapter, which is chapter 7.
Which is what?
It's about the periodic table.
How long is it? The whole thing?
Let me see how far I got. God damn it.
Because we may need like another book or 3.
Well, I was gonna watch a movie after that.
Oh.
It'll cover most of most of the way there.
Oh, it's like 5 hours?
It's like 4. Maybe not
good.
quite that long, but yeah, it's pretty long. So it's still faster than I could read it. Well, I shouldn't say I could read it and keep up with his pace. Maybe even
But
pass his pace.
understand and follow? Or?
Yeah, probably not. But like read it at a pace that I'm comfortable with? No.
Yeah.
Like I can read really fast, but am I comfortable with reading at that pace? No.
That's the thing, those professional readers, like, there has to become a point where it's just so fast that they're more concerned about keeping a pace than understanding what they read.
Me, it's not even really
I mean,
understanding. I just like a speed that's well at work. It's kind of I read slow to take up time
oh my god.
because they're like, because like they're like you just read that over one morning, not like you're actually like oh they're like you read it one morning. That's all you did. I'm like that's because that's all it took. I could read the same damn report every single day if you want me to. Hell, I could read it probably multiple times per day.
Yeah.
If I really wanted to. And I could retain probably the same amount of information. But I'm getting paid on a per time basis. So
Yeah. Yeah, really.
and it's like you gave me a month to get to this goal. So it's like I don't really need to spend forever reading the same thing. So it's like anyways. It's whatever. Point is, so the trip, right? When is Kyle's last final? Do you know?
He told me the 16th is when he wants to do it, the
No, no, no,
podcast.
no. We can't do it the 16th. Do it a week later than that. When is
Or
his
after the 16th.
right? When is his last final though?
I don't know. Friday? Thursday?
My God, what was wrong with you two? Why'd you guys have such late finals?
What do you mean?
I never had finals that late in the week.
I did.
Right, that's what I'm saying. What's wrong with you two?
It's not what's wrong with me. That's how UNL scheduled it.
Anyways, I just feel bad for the poor schmuck having to wait an entire week. Hell, I didn't even stay for the
I
final.
didn't have to wait an entire week. I had like one final a day.
Well, I mean, no, I mean you still had to be there for the entire damn week. That's what I'm saying. My first
Yeah.
semester, I think I didn't even stay for the last week. I think I left.
Well, okay. Well, that's my first semester. My first semester I was done by like Tuesday.
Right. I
That
don't
was my
think I've.
first semester. That's what they do for the younger kids. But like the later semesters, like my final year, I had finals up until Friday.
Somebody at work, he was talking about a final he had to do, and I was like, finals were the only thing I did tests, not projects, tests. Final,
I've had a project final.
I
It's for an ACE course.
as have I. I've had lots. Yes, that's strictly for what they were for. I can't remember, anyways. Yes, I've had final, and I did procrastinate on those. But for final tests, those are the only things I did not procrastinate on. I got those done as soon as possible. And I complained to the professor. I'm like, listen, if you're not going to teach us this week, release the final now so I can get it done and over with. I'm not going to wait a week to take your damn final. It's open book, open note. I'm not going to study for it. I don't need to. It's pointless. I have everything I need at my fingertips. Just give me the damn test. That's kind
And
of
so
how
you
I.
complained to the professor.
No.
Oh, what? You
Well,
said you did.
well, maybe I did for one professor, but that's just because I hated the TA for that class. She's
Oh.
a pain in my butt. Hated her. And she was the one teaching it, so I felt fine just going and complaining to her. Anyways, because it's like, I'm not waiting around. That was also the one teacher who I got one of the higher grades. Not the highest grade, but I got a pretty high grade compared to the average. And
Hmm.
I told her I did it in like an hour.
Oh yeah, you told me about this story.
And you could kind of see in her eyes, like, how the frick did he do that? Kind of like, you could kind of see in her eyes, like, is my stuff not that difficult? Well, first of all, this is a freshman level class, and I'm a senior. This is a freshman level class uh, for public policy, and I'm a senior doing public
Right.
policy.
Yeah.
So, what you think is difficult is not difficult for somebody who's been doing this for 3 years.
Yeah. Yeah.
Only 2.5, actually. Actually, only like a year and a half at that point. So it's like, what you think is tough is not that tough, man. I've seen it all. Actually, most of my public policy classes were pretty easy. They were all freshman level classes. I never really took anything difficult. I didn't have to, so. Yeah, most difficult class I took, I didn't even know how. I didn't even know what was going on in it. That's how difficult it was.
Hmm.
If I were to rank the level of difficulties for my classes, it would go econometrics, intermediate macroeconomics. Sorry, micro. Um, and then I would say intermediate macroeconomics. It's hard to say between that in the internet and trade. Sorry, in trade of third world economics of developing countries. Sorry, it's hard to just debate either if that class was harder or if the other class was. It's hard to debate which one of those was more difficult because I understood the concepts for internet for economics of developing countries. I understood the concepts a lot better, but not the math. Um, I understood the concepts maybe a little bit less in macro, but the math I definitely had a better handle on it. So
Yeah.
it's kind of hard to say. And so it's like I had a really good grasp. So maybe intermediate macroeconomics was more difficult than international trade. Actually, yes, I'm going to say that. Yep, not international trade. Economics of developing countries. Yep. So all my hardest classes were business college classes. At least those four, and then those were all 300, 400 level class. They were all 300 level, except for the international except for the international, except for economics of developing countries. Blah. And then I think international trade. That might have been my next. It wasn't hard necessarily. Yeah, that one's kind of debatable on whether it was hard or not. Yeah, that one's
Mhm.
debatable.
Yeah.
Uh, but they all kind of a wash after that. I mean, I could put those two online classes that I took where he had a bunch of PowerPoints made, but none of them worked. None of them had audio in them.
Hmm.
But at the same time, I did not study for those classes.
Yeah.
And I virtually didn't go to a single class. So, kind of take that as you will. B Law 300 was relatively difficult. I mean, his assignments where you had to read uh, case studies, your case studies for assignments, those weren't hard. They were just time consuming because you had to read Supreme Court ruling,
Yeah.
which is like 70 some odd pages. Luckily, by the last one, I figured out where the answers were. Where to get to the judge's final opinions, and
Mhm.
then which is only like a page or maybe a paragraph.
Yeah.
And so I had to figure out how to write an entire like 2 pages about that. But
This is a little off topic, but how is this interconnected with the trip?
I don't know how we got onto this.
I've just been letting you ramble for like 5-10 minutes. I'm like, this has nothing to do with the trip.
We
Now.
we've
Oh, we were
talked.
talking about his finals, and then you started talking about your finals.
Oh, great! I'm gonna have a lot of editing to do on this one.
So
Well, yeah. I mean, this whole podcast has been wild.
yes, after this week is done with his final.
Can you please say Kyle? God forbid. Save me something. Anyways, okay. So if Kyle's done Thursday, can he like jump on like
Friday? I don't know if it's Thursday or Friday.
either way? It doesn't matter. Whenever he's done, he needs to
Yeah.
jump on getting his like where he wants us to go and all that crap like figured out and sent to
Yeah,
you.
I'll text him afterwards. I just wanted him to focus on his school, and then I'll text him. Because if I text him now, he'll start thinking about it.
I know. That's the irritating part. Like, if you sent me, I mean, not that I focused on my studies anyways, but if you had sent me a text to say, hey, when you're done with your finals, start working on this for me, I would have done that had I actually focused on my finals. Had this been high school, yes.
He has already sent me a few ideas. So, I mean, I already have a few things, and then I know you told me the main thing for you was Toadstool,
Yeah.
and that's all that I've heard for you in terms of a must.
Yeah. And I was thinking about, if we end up staying at like different hotels and stuff to save gas. I'm not entirely against it because I mean, we're out west. Like we can drive a short distance to get to a Bortle 1. Not a Bortle 1. A
Bortle 2 at least.
A Bortle 3 at least.
Bortle, yeah, everywhere is a Bortle 3.
Yeah.
And like an hour drive maximum for like Bortle 2.
A good Bortle 2.
A good Bortle 2, mind you, yeah.
Yeah, and we've seen a bad Bortle 2 and it was still pretty good, so.
Yeah.
We've seen a really bad Bortle 2 and it was still really good, so.
It was actually kind of cool seeing a Bortle 2 because you see...
Right, yeah.
It was actually kind of cool because you see the light pollution, how it just ends.
Yeah.
Instead of seeing it light above the sky, it was actually kind of cool seeing a Bortle 2. But, there's something to be said about those, and then there's a Bortle 1 where it's just like, this is nice. There's nothing. Absolutely nothing.
I can't wait to go back. I just hope I hope this trip just really pans out.
Yeah.
I really want it to.
I mean, like I said, we'll have like a week there.
I will say, we don't need to bring any other lenses with us. We'll just bring my big lens.
Oh, your big lens, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm not going to bring... So there's one less tote we have to bring. Because last time, we brought the tote of lenses, which didn't take up a lot of room, but it's still something. That's one less thing we have to take with us. Instead, I'll just throw this big lens in the stargazing kit and call it good.
Yeah.
Or I throw it with the camera and I just take my binoculars and like my headlamp, like just take a few items from it, like the blanket, the headlamp, and the binoculars.
Yeah.
If we're really concerned on space, it's gonna be tight, but I think we'll be fine.
I don't think we'll be that concerned on space. Those items are not that big.
Well, it depends.
The biggest thing for me
Kyle.
is the cooler and chairs.
Right. Well, like I said,
if the coolers and chairs and telescope can fit, I'm not really too worried about what else we bring.
Right. I'm not really too worried about. We could probably bring a pretty small cooler because, again, I told you what my plan is. So.
Well, I mean, the only cooler. No, I guess we had that red one. The red one's smaller. I was thinking the green and blue one, but no, I was like the red cooler is slightly smaller, but it's still decent size.
I will say, if we are able to get the cabin, I want to have a barbecue.
So we need to bring some hot dogs.
Hot dogs, hamburgers, hamburger or something.
We could bring I don't know if they have a grill. I guess I can call and ask. But Mom has a portable grill. How you
Yeah.
just like throw charcoal or whatever in it.
Yeah, but you don't want to throw that in in your car though.
I mean, it's clean now.
Yeah, but
We just have to
afterwards it
clean it
won't.
before we leave.
Yeah, you want to do that in the dark?
Well, no, we're sleeping there. We do it in the morning.
Oh, true. Yeah. That's like, I want to have like a barbecue, which if we were on somebody's land, we could do that. But like on the side of the road on somebody's driveway,
Yeah, that's kind of sus.
we can't have a grill.
Yeah,
And it really
yeah,
sucks. It's like we're basically camping. Like we're going like it's like 90% of the way to camping. Right?
yeah.
Could you say it's like 90% of the way there? Like
I don't know, but
you're pretty
sure.
much maybe less. Maybe like 75% of the way there. You're
Yeah.
out in the wilderness.
Hmm. Wilderness.
You're
Well, how do you define wilderness?
there's nothing there. There's not even a cell phone
Oh,
signal.
when I think of wilderness, I think of trees, like a forest.
Unfortunately, what's defined as the wilderness here in Nebraska is the middle of a sandhill.
Yes, yes, that is true.
So, yeah. Yeah, there's yeah. Yeah, I can't wait to go back. That'd be pretty cool.
But yeah, I still haven't made the phone call yet, but I'll have to
But we gotta wait till
call him. Yeah,
Kyle's done.
yeah. Well, yeah, but I'll need, but I could still call him before and
Yeah.
just see how busy he is this time of the year.
I mean, truth be told, this is provided that the best day is before Memorial Day. If the best day is after Memorial Day, like that Tuesday or Wednesday, I highly doubt he will have somebody there.
Yeah. So
Because
actually,
no one's going to take off.
I talked to my roommate actually. He just went out. He has family out in Shannon, which is upper northwestern corner, because you know. But he was telling me that there was no one out. Like there was. He went to like Shannon State Park, and it was very quiet. Like not a whole lot of people there.
When?
Last week.
That's not. Yeah, but that's last week. That's not Memorial Day.
But my point is though is 4th of July is a busy time for out west because that's when that's like the middle of the summer. That's when peak time 4th of July. Memorial Day is like when summer is first getting started. But
Yeah.
I feel like it's the tail end of younger kids still being in school and parents still having to work on that Tuesday or whatever. And so some people may just make it a long weekend. And so I feel like it'll be hit and miss. There
Yeah,
we
because
go.
like I know for a fact Branch Oak Lake is busier than hell on Memorial Day weekend.
But that's the weekend. My point is the day after, which is why I plan on doing our Lake McConaughey like that Tuesday or Wednesday.
Oh, also, one more thing. Before we end the podcast, we do need to end it because I have to edit a video tonight. Still, I forgot about that. Um, I have the opportunity to get a pass for the Lincoln Zoo, the Omaha Zoo, and like a variety of other zoos for
Really?
$59. Gets me 1 year.
Is Scotts Bluff Zoo included?
I would assume so. I don't know. It's like
'Cause
200 some odd zoos here in like Kansas City, Des
Because I had a
Moines.
friend that told me, Scotts Bluff Zoo is kind of cool. He is from Scotts Bluff.
Well,
Friend with
either
him.
way, no, here's the crazy part about it though. It's $59 for
Unlimited access.
unlimited access for a whole year for two people.
Oh, it's only two.
Right. The plan was I buy it, you and Kyle just split the mission for the third person.
Oh, wait. Oh,
It's
okay.
non-transferable. I can't like give it to you or Kyle and you guys go and use it. It's for me and a guest.
So who's the Oh, so the guest would be me or Kyle, or
Kyle.
yeah. Yes. Anyway, so I
It's
would split the price with my brother,
mm-hmm.
but technically one of us would be underneath the path.
Right.
And yeah, yeah.
I get in for free for a whole year.
And then you could either,
This is
yeah.
Boo at the Zoo. This is you don't get in for free for the light show, unfortunately. You get a reduced cost for the light show.
Oh, this is through the bank?
Yeah. A
Yeah.
full year free. Here's the thing. You go to the Henry Dorley Zoo once with 2 people, it pays for itself.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because
No,
I'm pretty sure
yeah.
the cost of admission to Henry Dorley Zoo for 2
When does
people,
it start?
well, whenever I send the check in before the 13th. But it's like, I don't really have the money for it at the moment.
Oh, wait.
Unless I transfer out of my savings.
I mean, if you don't transfer out of your savings, I could definitely help out.
Well, yeah, if you... well, literally, if you and Kyle pay me, I will have no... I'm still got the transfer from my savings, so I might as well. Transfer
Yeah,
200.
do it.
Okay.
That'd be definitely something to do this summer.
Yeah, it gets us into the children's zoo for free as well.
Yeah. You said Henry Dorley's free too?
Yep. So the biggest
Yeah.
cost at Henry Dorley Zoo is literally gas and food. But you're if you just eat a big meal before you go, as long as you stay hydrated, you shouldn't have any issues.
Yeah. Well, I mean, bring a water bottle if they let you or something.
Well, I mean, even then, you just drink at the drinking fountains.
Yeah.
It's not a big of a deal. And with that being said, with it's free access, now it's like, why not go in the middle of the week?
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, granted, maybe not this summer, but this fall, I would definitely be willing to go in the middle of the freaking week. Take some PTO time.
Absolutely.
Go up to the zoo. Screw the summer. That's free. It's 1 year free access. Yeah, sure. We can go a weekend
We
here.
go multiple times. We can go as much as we want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The children's zoo is like awesome because like ask a
I
girl
would
out
say,
on a
yeah,
date.
jump on. Wait, the 13th is this weekend,
It's
right?
Friday.
Yeah, make sure you sign up. And if cost is an issue, I'll help out.
Awesome, thanks. I just need you and Kyle to pay me back, and then most of my worries are solved. That's literally all I need. So. Yeah, anyway, yeah, it's really freaking... It's $59, which is just crazy.
That's a crazy good deal. Yeah.
I mean, honestly, the year pass alone is only $89 anyways.
Wait, what? A year pass at Henry Dorley?
No, without like the bank thing, normally is $89 for this same package deal.
Oh, so it is. It's pretty cheap on its own.
Yeah, but
$89.
but very few people go to the zoo that often. But here's what I said. But here's what I told somebody. It's like, yeah, I don't go to the zoo that often, but now I have an excuse to go to the zoo.
Yeah. Well, see, I'll have to look into it because maybe we can go to the Scotts Bluff Zoo.
Yeah, if I ever get a girl, if I ever ask a girl on a date or whatever, the zoo is an option.
The zoo.
And as far as she's aware, I'm paying admission, but when I get there, I flash my ID and I just walk right in. Yeah, and we just walk right in. That's the
Henry
crazy.
Dorley, yeah.
Yeah, no, not even Henry Dorley, just children's zoo. We just go up. She's like, "Oh, do you need me to help you pay?" And I'm like, "No, I got this." Flash my ID, and they're like,
"Lincoln Zoo's all right." But
well, yeah, but I mean, like, for a first date, we're not going to drive all the way to Omaha. Not a first date, but
that's great bonding time.
One of the first dates, we're not going to drive all the way up to Omaha, but. For one of the first dates, children's zoo, not something I don't usually think about, but it's like, hey, this is an option now. And if we feel like it, we can always go to Des Moines or Kansas City. No, but yeah, it's really cool. Is
We have all right. We have to look at the we have to make one big trip to the biggest zoo that's on the list.
that's the Henry Dolly Zoo.
Yeah, but I feel like I've never been to the Kansas City Zoo.
But
I
that's
feel
not
like
one of
that'd
the
be
big
pretty.
zoos.
I feel like it's a big zoo, right?
Not compared to the Henry Dorley.
I mean, yes, Henry Dorley is the world's largest. Okay, that's all that Nebraska has.
Well, so that's
But
that's,
just
that's
because
the
we're number one doesn't mean that there can't be
so,
a
so,
close
so,
number two or
so,
three.
so that's the crazy part, right?
The
Everybody's like,
number one zoo is in Nebraska. Yeah.
so that's the thing. Like, everybody's like, oh, I want to go to the zoo or whatever. So you go to Henry Dorley Zoo because it's right there, and then you go to so you're in another state or whatever, and it's like, oh, let's go to the zoo. It's like, eh.
However, I will say I have heard the San Francisco. There is
San
something to
Diego.
be said. San Diego. There is something to be said about their zoo.
Now, granted, I've been to the Springfield Zoo. I don't remember much about it, but it had every zoo kind of has something different,
Yeah.
and so like the Henry Dorley Zoo is like world class in like specific things, and like just kind of overall, it's better than most zoo and like than basically every other zoo, just kind of overall. But like there are certain zoos, like the Springfield Zoo, I thought had some cool stuff that the Henry Dorley Zoo just didn't have. I don't
Yeah.
remember. I just remember it did have some things that I thought was cooler. But
Yeah. Yeah.
I will fill out the form and get a blank check and transfer some money. If you and Kyle could pay me as soon as possible.
Maybe this weekend.
Yeah. I'll have to see. I'll have to figure out what we're gonna do this weekend. I don't know. I gotta write this damn video.
Well, I think the majority of it is my brother.
Yeah.
I mean, I think
He
I
owes me like 60
18.
some odd dollars. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways. I'd like to thank you all for watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. New podcasts every other Friday, 11 a.m. Central Time, and good night.